Hello guys, welcome back to Tecmo 101 video Tecmo training series on my tecmo101.wordpress.com. I'm doing a lot of these videos over the next couple of months because I'm getting ready for the Tecmo Players Championship. That's going to be April the 18th in Chicago at Demon Tap. Another event going on at Demon Tap is the Retro Sports League Championship. That's going to be Saturday, January the 4th. Let's see, the first is today. Yes, the 4th. The second is Thursday, third. Yes, that's the 4th of January. And that event is ran by Tom Stanky, the retro sports gamer. We do a lot of videos, Retro Sports Monday, my Tecmo League, the Demon Tap Tecmo League. We do a lot of videos on his channel. I'd like to thank Tom. I'd also like to thank Phil, the owner of Demon Tap, for having all these great events. And this is something you guys should really check out. Phil, he's really into retro video games. I'm hoping he's going to play a Division 2. He might have to bartend that day. We'll find out. But Phil's an awesome guy, loves video games, board games, Dungeons and Dragons. Does an amazing job at his bar. And if you haven't been out to Chicago yet, really, this is a great chance to come out and check out the scene. There's a reason why every Monday we go and we hang out at this bar and we play video games all night because it's so awesome. And now I'd like to go back into the actual Tecmo training. This is called Run, Contain, Seal the Edge. One of the things I remembered from the 1 year in modified football was I was taught how to chase down a defender from behind on an angle and how not to follow him, but how to try to get to a spot ahead of him. So he would be running straight and you would be running like this to a spot here to cut him off. And you'll see this all the time when pro athletes who play football talk about run contain. They'll talk about gap discipline, sealing the edge, making sure you're aware of your responsibilities. Well, in Tecmo Super Bowl, when you need to contain a run play, you need to sometimes think about not following the running back because, yes, you're the primary person who could tackle, but at the same time, another thing you should be thinking about, I need to cut this guy off. I don't necessarily have to make the tackle. The drones could do that for me. I have to make sure, because the drones are stupid. You're the only person who could stop a big play, who could cut off the big play. The drones might randomly do that, but you as a human, you are in this video game, you're the only person who's guaranteed to be able to stop it. And so that's why I'm going to go over a couple running plays where we're not going to chase around the running back. We're just going to contain what we see. See how you see, I'm not even, what if I couldn't beat the tap there? I still got a tackle. I made sure he didn't get that top line on the sideline and ran off for a touchdown. And sure enough, he ran into one of my guys. Let's, I guess, the sweep. Now, against the computer, you won't see a lot of effectiveness as great. So here, what I'm doing is I'm just making sure he doesn't break out. I made sure that big lane down below, I just took that out. I didn't follow him around. And another thing I'd like to mention is, like, you'll see plays when a guy runs around on his back in his backfield and he's trying to use the trash to throw you off, and you don't really need to follow him. All you need to do is just wait and make sure that he can't break free of that. Eventually, the defensive drones overpower the offensive drones. They break back there, and then they take care of that for you. Let's do another play. See, I was waiting into the last second. It's a little harder on these up-the-middle plays. And I'm really hoping that one of these times the computer will run around the backfield. And this way, it's like when I make my move to tackle, I make my move when I see my helpers around me. I'm not going to rely on my tapping speed because I can out-tap some people, but there are people who can out-tap me. And I don't want to rely on it ever. I guess the pass play by accident here. Oh, yeah. And that's why you gotta stay focused on these videos. But I've seen tons of, and I try to take advantage of this a lot. I try to run around all over the field, and there's times when I felt like, you know, you don't really have to follow me around. You can just wait and cut me off. There's a lot of jukes that people make that I counter by simply, I just run to a spot and then they come right back to me. Even though they faked me out one time, I just instantly run to a spot and I guessed the wrong play again. Just, oh, I'm supposed to pump here anyways. And over the years, I've really stopped relying on anything for run defense, but using help around me. And it's really getting me to a point where I feel comfortable against anybody stopping the running game, along with the occasional guess of a run play as well. So let's go back to it. And I'm guessing the past plays as I go about this. Of course, Bo Jackson's sick. Containing him is crazy. Let's guess up and A. I think the computer's more likely to make some weird cutback. And see how I didn't even bother to make the tackle? When I saw him running at those two drones, I ran up. All because I was saying, if he somehow tries to make a juke, I'm going to be there to take him down. Let's keep guessing up and A, because it shows some of the best examples, I think. And see, that time the computer went into a difficult spot, and sometimes I've seen to avoid me. But the main thing I'm doing is I'm not following the human player, and I'm not letting the human player's moves dictate my moves. I'm being more aware of what's around me. Because the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to run into any blockers and get crumpled on a play. And if you focus too much on the running back, you sometimes will. Oh, guess the wrong play. And then I waited for his break. That time I decided to take him down. I had some help. Let's do it again. You see, initially it looked like he was going to break past me, but I caught up to him on an angle, and I made sure my help had time to come. I'm not even tapping the controller, if you guys want to kind of like see what I'm doing as I press it. There's no point. I mean, it just takes one tap to beat the computer. I guess the wrong play. Just a second. Alright. I guess the wrong play again. The computer's guessing up an A. Okay, that time, if I mistimed it. If I hadn't been able to out-tap, it would have beat me. I didn't get a lot of help. I've been guessing past most of the time to make this a little more challenging. That time, I managed, the second I touched the computer, the dive tackle came, and I was just anticipating that. We'll let the computer do RNS sweep. This time I'm actually going to guess run, another run play. Oh, jeez, Bo Jackson's just too fast sometimes. I got hesitant for just a moment. So, but that's my basic thing I wanted to talk about today. It's just, think about containing running plays and sealing the edge. Make sure he doesn't break out for huge plays. Even remember that when they juke you, often if you run to a spot, you can recontain the play and force another juke. And the more aware of the drones you are, the better you can contain runs, and eventually you can get to the point where you don't even need to tap the button to take them down, because every time you run into contact, you're going to have help. And that's it today for Tecmo 101. I'd like to thank you guys for watching my video, and I hope to see some of you guys this year at the Tecmo Players Championship, or other events in Chicago, or at some of the mini Tecmo tournaments I plan to go to this year.